Provocateur. 2/3 fairy, makes fairies when I cast a artifact or enchantment.
Nice.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm Woody. I'm playing Siona, Captain of pyleas. Butchered 2 names there. My intention is to play lots of tokens and do lots of swinging. And then off you go, Dalfort.
I'm Dalfort, proud dad of the 2 boys that have just been on. I'm playing Zacama Primal Calamity, and it's a dinosaur deck.
I am Krovex, and I'll be playing the partner pairs of Tevesh Szat, Doom of Fools, and Jeskia, Thrice Reborn, and this is a Rakdos combo deck. So watch out for that.
Nice. Alright, and we're sitting in seating order, so kick it off, Key.
Nimbus Maze, pass the turn.
I'll draw. A forest into Soul Ring, and then pass.
Got the turn 1 Soul Ring.
Turn 1 Soul Ring.
Cool. And just for effect, your camera paused.
It did.
Draw for the turn. I play a rugged Highlands, comes in tapped, I gain a life. Winning. No, wrong way. Losing. And pass.
There we go. I will draw. Okay, I will start by playing a Crumbling Vistage. Comes into play tap, and when it enters the battlefield, it adds 1 mana of any color to my mana pool. I'll pick black and cast a dark ritual for 3 black mana. If that resolves, 3 black mana, we'll spend 1 of those to cast an Entomb. And if that resolves, I'll search my library for a card and put it into my graveyard, then shuffle my library.
Seems good.
Yeah.
And let's see here. I'm going to find my combo piece here, the World Warrior Dragon. Put that straight into the graveyard. Shuffle my library. And with the remaining 2 black mana, I like to cast a Animate Dead. When you play Animate Dead, choose target creature card in any graveyard. When Animate Dead comes into play, put that creature into play, and Animate Dead becomes a creature enchantment that targets the creature. Enchanted creature gets -1/-0. If Animate Dead leaves play, bury the creature. I will choose the World Warrior Dragon.
Cool.
Now, when the World Warrior Dragon is 7/7 Flying Trample, when World Warrior Dragon comes into play, remove all other permanents you control from the game. And when World Warrior Dragon leaves play, I return the removed cards to play under their owner's control. So he will come into play and remove the Animate Dead and the Crumbling Visage and put them into exile. And now when the Animate Dead has left play, that will bury the World Warrior Dragon.
Yeah.
And so he will go directly to the graveyard, and that will return my 2 permanents from exile into play. When Crumbling Visage comes into play, I like to add a red mana to my mana pool, and Animate Dead will target the World Warrior Dragon again. And this will create the infinite, notorious World Warrior Dragon loop.
Brill.
And I like to make infinite red mana, or near infinite red mana. And once I've gotten to that point, I would like to spend or pay 2 life and cycle Street Wraith to draw a card. And now that I have, let's just say 10 million red mana, when the Animate Dead comes into play, it will target the Street Wraith and animate the Street Wraith.
Okay.
And now with infinite red mana, I will like to cast the Jeskia Thrice Reborn. The first time she comes into play, she will come into play with 1 loyalty, because that was the first time I played a commander. Then I will -1 her with her -X to deal 1 damage to each of you, returning her to the command zone. And then I can cast and reactivate her with her increasing loyalty until the entire table is blown up.
Right.
Okay.
And I do believe that's the game, gentlemen.
Okay. I came second. I got 41 life.
Good game.
If we have time for a game 2, I would love to play my Kwain deck. I promise it does not have such a combo in it.
I think Coin Deck sounds great for a game 2.
Yeah. Good game.
I better shuffle up.
Yeah. We have been promising for about 6 weeks for a quick game, though.
That is very true. GG's in chat. GG's. We still got Key, who's so upset to losing to combo turn 1 that he's run off.
No.
He's
Read
in.
it.
He's there. He's there. To be fair, within the next half hour, he could do the same to us.
What's happened to casual playthrough? That's Woody not checking his tags before he goes live.
It's casual because we address each other without sirs and madams and
It's always friend or mate.
honorifics that we could go to.
Cool.
Provex, did you realise that you play with somebody that could legally entitle themselves laird?
Do what?
My wife bought me a square foot of land in Scotland, and I'm legally entitled to use the title laird, which is the Scottish for lord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
Well,
means that. Sorry, mate.
No, that is pretty neat.
Yeah, it was a gift some years ago. I've never actually used it, but it'd be quite handy to go for a meal or something and just
Right.
laird wood and family.
Well, when I was in the Navy, one of the ensigns, he was like one of the junior officers. He actually had a PhD in I forget, I think it was chemical engineering or something like that. But anyways, he could be called he could correctly be called doctor, and
Cool.
And so that that kind of came up to some really really funny situations because he wasn't really uptight about it. But like when like different members of the NRC or whatever would come through and start throwing their weight around, he would sometimes go like, "Excuse me, it's doctor. My title is doctor."
Yeah, excellent.
Mm.
And did he ever use it as a trust me, I'm a doctor as well?
No, I don't think that was around back then.
Right.
I think I was in the Navy in 2003 to 2008. I don't think that was a thing there.
Oh, trust me, I'm a doctor is years old, way back. Or at least it is in Britain. So
Yeah, it might not have caught on over here.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Dalfort, are you going to start at 40 life for this second game? Sorry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd still beat me even if I started at 41.
Yeah, I know.
Are you randomising the start order?
I was going to keep it the same. Keep
Okay.
keep Kovacs last.
Yes, fair.
I promise this one is not. This one's Kwain. This is group hug in its best.
No, that's all right then.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah, good to go, mate.
I'm going to play Seagate Reborn, which is basically it's a blue mana, but I'm not paying 3 life, so it comes in tap.
Cool.
It's smoky thing,
Yeah,
sleeve,
perfect fits.
and then pass.
Cool. A draw. We'll play a tapped land and gain 1 life.
I played that wrong. Oops.
When
You done that?
Yeah, when my camera catches up, I'm good to go.
Yeah. Right, so I'll draw for the turn.
All the casuals.
Yeah. I will play an unclaimed territory, citing dinosaur. Faster.
I will untap upkeep draw, and play a island for turn, and then pass the turn. Going to the second turn feels so dirty and slow.
Especially with an island. If you play a counter spell this turn, you're not coming back.
Dark Water Catacombs. I'll tap it to add a Demir. And then I'll play a Farewell War Stone.
Nice.
And then pass turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna draw for the turn. Is the stream lagging, chat? Because my camera seems to be slow. Turn 2 really exists, chat. It does. Yeah, my camera's being particularly slow. So untap. I've drawn. I'm gonna play another tap land and pass the turn.
Okay, that's definitely
What's
overpowered.
going on here?
Draw for the turn.
Yeah, mine is pretty jittery.
Okay, I'm going to play a forest, tap 2 for a tapped fire diamond. Tap it for red mana. Pass the turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a plains,
I'm back now.
tap up 2, and I will play my commander.
Oh wait, that's new commander. Isn't it?
And then pass the turn.
Each player may draw a card, and each player. Huh, okay.
Yeah, for Kwain, it's tap. Each player may draw a card. Then each player who drew a card this way gains 1 life.
That's really nice. Kieran, you should build around that.
Command tower, tap for play my commander,
Is that so someone can play it nastily?
and then pass.
Yeah. No,
Untap.
I was leaving it hanging, Chris.
Draw. I will then. I'll play a desert. And I will tap 3, and I'll play my commander. And then pass the turn.
Okay, untap,
Happy friendly bunnies.
draw. Okay, I will play.
Don't you need to do your ETB for Siona?
Oh. Yes, I do. Enters the battlefield, top 7. Can reveal an aura. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Look, see, Tom's there telling you. Even the Croax told you. I'm shouting at his screen or phone or whatever he's watching on. Play my commander right.
That's not how it works.
It's an artifact. It's an aura, right? I'm going to take Sage's Reverie. Cool. Carry on, Dalfort. Wait, sorry.
Right. So am I good to go now?
Yeah, you're good to go, mate.
Okay, cool. Untap, draw.
Oh, I need to discard.
Okay, I play Root Bound Crag. I've got a forest in place, so it comes in untap.
I'm going to discard this giant. See, I knew I was going to have an issue.
With what?
My camera, it popped and then it's back.
Okay, so I'll tap this for a green. Tap that for one other. I'll play Season of Growth. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I can scry 1. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card. Quite nice.
Nice.
And then I will tap green and colourless from the unclaimed territory to cast a Cherished Hatchling. When Cherished Hatchling dies, you may cast dinosaur spells this turn as though they had flash, and whenever you cast a dinosaur spell this turn, it gains when this creature enters the battlefield, you may have it fight another target creature. And I get to scry 1 because I've cast a creature.
Nice.
That is a cute little dino, though.
Yes, it is, isn't it? So I've scribed that. It's going on the bottom, and with that, I will pass the turn.
All right, I will untap. Nothing in my upkeep and draw. I will play a Plains as my land for turn. And you know, I'm going to tap up 2 mana and play an Affetto Alchemist, and then pass the turn.
Does that do anything?
Untap target artifact or creature.
Yeah, Affetto Alchemist tap to untap target creature, artifact or creature, and also has a morph of 1 blue.
Okay.
But I'm not interested in morphing him.
I'll play a Sunken Hollow. Enters the battlefield tapped unless I control 2 or more basic lands. Oh, okay, never do that. It's annoying. Oh well. I'll play Court of Cunning. So I make a fairy because it's an enchantment, and then I become the monarch.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
At the beginning of my upkeep, any number of target players mills 2 cards. If you're the monarch, each of those players mills 10 cards instead.
Oh dear.
And then I pass the turn. I draw a card.
Untap draw. We'll play a forest. And let's play a Johnny's Chosen. What have you got up? Okay.
A 2/3 flying Death Touch lifelink and a 2/1 fairy.
2/1 fairy. I'm gonna have to pass turn then.
Do you need an attack trigger, dude?
No, I just need Key not to be the monarch.
Okay.
like we all need Key not to be the monarch.
Are you done then?
I'm done. Yeah, if you go.
Yeah. Cool. Untap. Draw. Okay, so I'll play a Sheltered Thicket. It comes in tap. I will then tap my Fire Diamond for red, and then 3 other mana for a Forerunner of the Empire. And Forerunner of the Empire enters the battlefield. You may search your library for a dinosaur card, reveal it, and then shuffle your library, and put that card on top of it. Whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Forerunner of the Empire deal 1 damage to each creature.
I've been
Okay,
exiled,
so I
so
shall
I'm gonna
go-
come back.
Wait, each creature you control or each creature?
1 damage to each creature.
Oh, for God's sake.
Good play.
So I shall I shall pass the turn and look for a dinosaur.
I'll let you resolve you finding your dinosaur because I'm going to activate Kwain on the end step.
Okay, cool. Do I have to reveal it? Is this
Well, yeah.
Yeah, reveal it. Okay, cool. I'm going to get this majestic Helicopterus because I can cast it, so that's good.
That's as good as reason as any.
Yeah, and it's just where I cut the deck, so.
And that will, and the Forerunner puts that on top of your library. So if you choose
Yes.
to draw with Kwain, that will go right into your hand.
Oh, that's cool.
So let me know as soon as you're ready, and I'll activate Kwain.
Yeah, I'm just fumbling with the deck. That's all.
If you're gonna choose
I
to
know
draw,
that
mate,
feeling.
you can carry on shuffling.
Yeah.
So I'm
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and activate Kwain, and each player may draw a card, and each player who does gains 1 life.
yeah, I'm gonna draw,
Right.
and I'll gain a life.
Yeah.
And if you're done, Dalfort,
Yep.
Alright, then I will untap, upkeep, draw, and as much as I would love to get this card down, I'm going to play a tapped Path of Ancestry. And then I'm going to pay 3 mana and play a Deputy of Detention. I'm going to target that Court of Cunning.
Okay, what does that mean?
When Deputy of Detention enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls, and all other non-land permanents that player controls with the same name as that permanent until Deputy of Detention leaves the battlefield.
Okie dokie.
Saves us a bit.
I
Let me see
started
if
to
I
panic
can-
until it said with the same name.
Tapped it at the top, so we know it's exiled.
Yeah,
So that's okay.
And I'm just going to make a Court of Cunning note on this card right here so I don't forget. And with that, I will pass the turn.
Okay, that's fine. Untap. Let's draw. I'll play an Exotic Orchard. I'll play a Demonic Tutor.
Nice.
The demonic tutor, casual.
You casually put it on the
It's pretty
battlefield.
casual.
It's
What is the thing that does 1 damage to everything? Whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield, you may.
Forerunner of the Empire. To be fair, it's a tutor, and I didn't realise it got the other thing. It's an enrage enabler.
Yeah.
For the Dynamic Tutor, you don't have to reveal the card
I'm
that you're
playing it.
grabbing.
Ah,
Oh, you're playing it right away. Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. The Lithoform Engine.
Yeah.
jeez.
I hear that's a pretty good card.
I love it. I think it's probably my favourite card. Or one of my favourite cards. So I get a second fairy. And I go to end step, draw for being the monarch.
I'm sorry, did you make your fairy token for
Yes.
casting your... Okay.
I got 2,
Is-
sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
come down a bit.
what's
Let's see the counter. Untap, draw. Play a Blighted Woodland.
Can't say anything, just let me know.
Yeah.
I know how silly this deck can get with space requirements. And
I am going to enchant my land. This land. And then I'll tap 3 land for 4 mana. And play Idlin of Blooms. I know I've said that wrong, but that's good enough for me. I will have created a cat off my first enchantment, and I will create another cat off this enchantment. So, 2 cats. Nearly missed some triggers. Caught it in the end. And then I'll pass.
Sure?
Yeah.
Didn't sound too sure.
Well, there's not much else I could do. This is the hard thing.
Untap. Draw. Okay, so I'll tap the unclaimed territory for a green because I'm short of green. And then I will tap 2 others for a Ravenous Daggertooth. When Ravenous Daggertooth is dealt damage, you gain 2 life. Whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Deal 1 damage to each creature. That's interesting, isn't it?
Well, you won't hurt my feelings if you activate it on this first creature.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how useful the Cherished Hatchling is.
Depends if you can kill it when you need to flash in a dinosaur.
Yeah, this is true. Oh, I get to scry as well because I creature enter the battlefield on that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to trigger the enrage, so I'm not going to do the 1 point of damage.
Okay.
I will scry. I will leave that on the top. Oh no, I'll put it on the bottom because I think I've missed a land drops and I need to get me land, don't I? Yeah, okay. And with that, I will pass the turn.
Alright, on your end step, I like to tap and activate Kwain. Each player may draw a card. Each player does, gains 1 life.
I have drawn.
And then I'm going to tap the Fatal Alchemist to untap Kwain, and tap and activate him again.
Cool. I will draw again.
As will I.
Alright, then then I have nothing else at the end of the turn. So, tap upkeep and draw. And play a island as my land for turn. And let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand, so I guess I should cast 1 spell at least. I'll tap up 1, 2, and 3 mana. And cast a Ladder of Acceptance. And with that, I will pass the turn.
I shall make a tumbleweed because I have no idea what that does.
Ladder of Acceptance, it's mana rock tap, add 1 mana of any color, and 2 colorless tap, sacrifice, draw a card.
Okay, cool.
Just in case I don't have enough card drawn here.
Yeah, cool. Just as a quick question as well. As you
Yes.
activated your commander, because I'd said end turn, you said on your end step.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd made me draw to 8 cards, would I have had to discard a card?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd
Yes. And you're not forced to. You may draw. You don't have to draw if you don't want to go to discard. But yes, you would have to go to discard.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play a Marsh Flats. I'm gonna pay 1 to crack the Marsh Flats. Go and get.
Oh, I realised
Shrine.
that the board is quite safe for me making a bunch of 1/1 soldiers. Because Dalfort
Why
can
is
just
it
play a
quite-
dinosaur and get rid.
Yeah, the dinosaur.
Wait.
Yeah, the Forerunner can also wipe out the fairies too.
Yeah.
No, I needed to do that before. I didn't think about that. Because it's a swamp as well, so if. So, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then I'll pay 2 life for the Marsh Flats coming in. The Godless Shrine
Cool.
coming in.
Making use of all the extra life.
With his casual deck.
Then I'll play a Soul Ring, making a fairy. Need to tap mana. Actually, just better to type this, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm going to cast Utter End, and I'm going to exile the thing that's got my Court of Cunning hostage.
And what does Utter End do?
Exiles target non-land permanent.
Exile target non-land permanent. Do we want to try to keep him off of that Court of Cunning?
Possibly.
Do we really care about milling out like that?
I was going to Littlestorm Engine the trigger. So it's going to be
I'm going to
20 cards at a time.
I'm going to respond. I'm going to pay 2 and cast a Jeskier's Portal. Exile target creature I control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. It gains first strike until end of turn.
Whilst
So
that's on this stack,
Ooh.
I'm going to Lithoform Engine and copy Utter End.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And target your thing again.
Then target the Deputy of Detention again?
Yeah.
Okay. And Deputy will be exiled.
Oh, bit of a battle there.
Mm.
That was interesting.
And then go to my end step and draw for being the Monarch. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 8. So I'll get rid of a Terramorphic Expanse.
Okay.
And then,
For me to untap then.
yeah.
Untap, draw. I will play a forest for the turn. This is going to be difficult. Two, three, 4. I will play the Archon of Sun's Grace.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's create a 2/2 Pegasus when you're playing enchantment.
Yeah.
Quite like that one.
And then I totally did that in the wrong order. For 2, I'll play Herald of the Pantheon. So enchantment spells I cast cost 1 less to cast, and whenever I cast an enchantment spell, I gain 1 life. And then I shall pass the
That's
turn.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, that.
Okay.
But no new enchantments for your board that turn.
No.
Okay.
Probably played stuff in the wrong order.
Untap. Draw. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So I know how you guys are so worried about my little dude pinging everybody, so I'm not going to play a dinosaur. I'm going to tap green. 2. Play Fertilid, which is an elemental that has 2 tokens on it, so that I can go and get 2 lands when I pay mana to go and do that.
Cool.
And you do have your scry trigger.
Thank you very much. You're a gentleman and a scholar. That's interesting. Okay. Yes, I'll put that back on top. Yeah, not that it's going to matter.
Tom, have you given me Pegasus tokens? Oh, Tom, you haven't given me Pegasus tokens.
Don't want much, do you?
He's given me all the other
That
tokens.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I made a
can't be
point.
bothered. I can't be bothered to build my own decks. Somebody lend me some decks. Oh, you haven't given me all the tokens I need.
So you say I can't be bothered to make my own deck? That's terrible.
I can play a Terramorphic Expanse, but because I like that card on the top, I'm not going to crack it.
Are your tokens double-sided?
Yes, they are double-sided, but none of them are Pegasi.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat.
Yeah.
Cool. I am going to pass the turn.
There's tons of soldiers, Tom.
All right. On your end step, I'm going to activate Kwain again. Everyone may draw a card and gain a life if you do.
Cool. I shall draw a card.
And
I will, I'm just drawing.
I'm going to tap and untap and activate Kwain once more.
I shall draw again as well.
All right. And now, if you have more than 7 cards in your hand, Dalfort, you would have to go to discard.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly 7.
All right. And I will untap, upkeep, and draw.
And on your
play-
upkeep, I will tap and sack
Draw
Terramorphic
2.
Expanse and go with my land.
Okay.
Now that I've got the land, now I've got the card that I wanted off the top.
Let's see here. That's some good timing on your part. Play an island as my land for turn, and let's see here. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4, 5, 6 mana total, huh? I'm going to pay 4 mana. 2, 3, 4 mana. And I would like to cast a Teferi's Ageless Insight.
Nice.
And if that's cool, I will pass the turn.
Okay. Yeah.
eventually I found the planes I was looking for.
Okay. So untap, upkeep, you 3 mill 10 cards, please.
All 3 of
I
us,
thought it was
even
target.
after
Yeah.
all the cards I've been giving you.
I'm just giving back in a different way.
That's fine.
Can you pull the card down a little, Key?
2, 3.
That is definitely not what that card says.
Draw for turn.
Okay.
Oh,
So, in response to you saying that, Kieran, before we
Yeah.
do that, I shall tap to remove a token and get myself a basic land card before.
okay.
Oh, any number of target players. Oh, wow. 10.
So I'm going to play Swamp.
2.
And then I'm going to tap 3. Sorry, I just need to make
And
sure.
I've got to mill 10.
Yep. And then I'm going to play Mystic Redaction. And then I'm going to tap
What
with
does
a
the
swamp.
Mystic Redaction do?
At the beginning of my upkeep, scry 1. Whenever I discard a card, each opponent mills 2 cards.
Okay.
I'm then going to Lithoform Engine and pay 4 to create a copy of Mystic Redaction.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay.
Mm.
Yep, done that right. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I create a fairy. I don't technically cast the copy, do I?
No.
No, that's fine.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Pay 2 and play a Scuttle Tide.
Oh, that's a fun one.
So I can pay 1, discard a card, and create a 0/3 blue crab creature token. Delirium. Crabs I control get +1/+1 as long as there's 4 or more different types of cards in my graveyard.
You sure you didn't want 2 copies of that instead?
It wouldn't trigger, would it? I did think about it.
You'd get
You
extra
get
crabs.
+2/+2.
No, I'll save that for something else.
Oh no, you wouldn't get 2
1,
crabs. You have
2,
to
3.
pay each time, wouldn't you?
No, you'd get, but it would get double Anthem.
Yeah.
And then I've got 7 cards in hand. So, do I draw the Monarch and then have to discard one?
The Monarch happens on your end step, and you would still, if you would go above 7, you would still have to discard to 7 when you draw.
Okay, so if I pay 1, discard Port Town, make a crab. I don't think I've got crab tokens. That's terrible.
You did have at one point, didn't you?
I know. I don't know. Where are all my tokens? I had a box of tokens and I don't know where I put them.
Right. I've got a blank card if you want me to run down with it.
No. I just have a crab and then everybody mills 4.
Yeah.
And then I draw for turn. And then I'll pass.
4.
Not draw
Pass,
for
you
turn,
say?
but I'm on it. Yep.
Untap.
See, the good thing about playing against
Draw.
Key's deck is that you can play your own deck multiple times because you feel like you've not played it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to do now. Well, we're either going to be milled out,
Mm-hmm.
or I can make a bunch of human soldiers, and then you can wipe the board and we get milled out.
Are you looking for some kind of response from me there?
No, I don't really know what to do.
Right, I'm planning on playing a dinosaur next turn.
That seems fair.
Now, if it gives you more options, I can activate Kwain now. There, Woody.
I don't think it'd help me out much, Kovacs, if I'm honest. I think, because I can draw a bunch of cards anyway with what's in my hand, thank you. It's
Got
just,
no idea.
I just don't know how to deal with Key.
What did you say?
Hello. I've got no idea where they could be.
Oh, you crabs.
Yeah, so that's a crab. It says it's a bird, but it's a crab.
Maybe it's just a grumpy bird. A crabby bird, if you will.
Mm. I knew where you were going with that. I appreciated it.
Okay, I'm going to play 2 for Saram.
Oh, good card.
It's a very good card. I am going to pay 3 for a Bear Umbra onto my commander. And then I get a bunch of triggers. So I create a 1/1 soldier. I create another cat. And then I draw 2 cards.
I'm just gonna put.
And you also get your Pegasus token.
And I get a Pegasus token. Thank you, Kovacs. And then I'll draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Brilliant.
Just bear with me for 1 second. Bless you, Chalk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So your Pegasus wearing a party hat, then?
That was just really bad ears, Kovacs.
That's a party hat.
It's a party
That's
hat.
over the ears.
It may or may not be sponsored by a drink. We'll be drinking Red Bull.
2 mana. What we're gonna do with 2 mana? Very little. Okay. I'm going to tap 2, even though this is only going to cost me 1, for a Spider Umbra. And then things are going to just double up. So 2 of those.
Feeling paranoid?
Sorry?
Feeling paranoid?
Am I feeling paranoid?
Yeah, doubling up the protection in your commander like that.
Oh no, just tooling it up.
Now, technically, you can transfer your auras, move your auras over to your cat tokens, if you wanted to.
Technically, I can move them. Oh, off this. Oh, okay.
That give you more triggers.
I think the trigger is just is when they ETB, not when they.
No, whenever an aura you control becomes attached to a creature you control, you create a 1/1 soldier. So I can move them round, and I just make a bunch of soldiers.
Oh yeah, that's an infinite combo.
So-
That goes infinite because when that
Oh,
new
okay.
aura, that's infinite tokens.
Yeah, so that's infinite tokens, but when Dalfort plays his dinosaur, they will all disappear. So
Well, not technically. Well, actually, yeah.
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 So I'm gonna draw off Saram
you also get infinite.
and draw off blooms.
It's like when it. 1 second. When an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach it to the token. Actually, no, that does not go infinite, because for him to make a new 2/2 cat creature token, you need one to come into play. So you
Okay.
just get an additional soldier if you choose to
move.
reattach the token. Move your aura over to the brand new cat token.
I just
Then
get
you
an
just get to
additional-
make an extra soldier token.
Okay, I'm with you.
So it's just a way of getting extra soldier tokens
Oh, still
and not having the protection on your on your commander.
I'm with you.
So never mind, it is not infinite.
I'm with you. Right, so I'm going to go to discard. So I'm going to discard 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I don't know what to get rid of. 3. And then that's you, Dalfort.
Cool. Untap.
I'm missing land.
Draw. Meh.
Who's missing land?
Me. One more land would have been nice.
Well, I'm
Okay.
doing my best.
I know. I've been drawing a lot of cards as well, mate.
I'm going to tap Forest and 1. Remove this counter off Fertilid. I go search for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle my library. Whilst that's on the stack, I will also tap green and tap diamond to play 3 visits. Search your library for a forest card, put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So I'm getting a basic card and a forest.
And 3 visits puts it into play untapped, correct?
Yes, it does, but the one I'm getting comes in tapped anyway. But
Yeah, the other one is tapped, but the other one will be untapped.
Yes. So the forest I'm getting is the Scattered Groves because it's got both identifiers on it. And then I think I need basic now. And a basic map. There we go. That's my hand. Not shuffle my hand into it. So they come in tapped, leaving me 3 mana upright. Shuffle this. Okay, so 2 green and white for a Thrashing Brontodon. pay 1, sacrifice Thrashing Brontodon, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
And you
gets
also have
destroyed.
your Sky Trigger, yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll keep that on top. And I will have this deal 1 damage to each creature. So my cherished hatchling will die.
Alright, and I'll have 1 damage on both of my guys, but he's a 1/3, he's a 1/2, so they're fine for now.
Cool.
And you have your Enrage trigger on your Daggertooth now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have 2 life as well, yeah. Well, this deck's getting more life than my Orlo deck.
No, no one's swinging.
It's true. And with that, I will pass the turn.
Well, on your end step, I'm going to tap Kwain and activate him. My Teferi's Ageless Insight will give me 2 cards instead of the 1.
Nice. I will.
I will draw 1 because that takes me to 7.
And then I will untap Kwain and then tap and activate him once more.
And I'll happily draw again.
I'm actually going to draw, and then I will discard Onward to Victory because it has an aftermath where target creature gains double strike until the end of the turn. So I shall put that sideways on my deck so that I know it's in the graveyard, not exile.
And then I'll also tap up 2 and cast a Revitalize, gaining 3 life
And drawing 2 nice.
and drawing 2 more cards. Alright, and then I will go to my turn. Draw only 1 card. Play a Plains as my land for turn. And let's see here. I have a pretty large number of things I might be able to do, so this might take me a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's see here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. You know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for this play. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and play a Consecrated Sphinx.
Good card.
No way it does.
And
Whenever an opponent
Consecrated
draws a card, you
Sphinx
may draw
flying.
two.
Whenever an opponent draws a card, you may draw 2 cards. 4/6 flying.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go to my end step, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards in hand, so I'll have to discard. So I think I'm going to discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 more card. I'll discard 2 islands, a Behold the Multiverse, and a Prophetic Prism to hand size. And that will conclude my turn.
Untap, upkeep. You guys can mill 10.
Oh, poop. 1.
Boo. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Graveyard
Alright,
game
and then
prediction.
when you draw your card, Consecrated Sphinx will allow me to draw 2 cards, and the Teferi's Ageless Insight will give me an additional card for those 2, so I'll have 4 cards drawn total when you go to your draw step key.
Yeah, I've drawn, so you can
Okay.
you can do that.
Nice.
What's the highest power creature on the board?
I have 2 3s.
I have a 5.
I have a 4/6 is my biggest.
4/6.
Got a 5.
Okay, so
5/5 with totem, 2 lots of totem armor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I'm going to. I think, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, okay, so I need to do it this way. So I'll play an island first. And then I'll tap 2 black, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to play Meat Hut Massacre for 6.
I will have a response to that.
Cool.
So will I.
I will
but
pay-
I won't do anything.
Oh wait, we'll go in turn
No,
order
I,
then.
I
If
just
you want.
I just meant cry Kovacs. That's all I meant.
Oh, okay. But you don't
My-
have a response in kitchen.
No,
My
I've got no
response-
response, mate. Yeah.
My
Alright,
response is
well,
go Krovac.
I like to pay 2 for a negate.
And then I'll pay 2 and Dovin's veto the negate.
All right. And also in response, I would like to tap Kwain to activate him.
Okay.
For each of you guys that draw a card, Consecrated Sphinx will let me will allow me to draw 2, and
Cool.
Fairy's Ageless Insight will let that be 4.
Okay.
So who all is drawing?
I will draw.
I'm drawing.
I will draw.
All 3 of you draw.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let me do some quick maths here. So that's 4, 8, 12. I will draw 14 cards in total.
Yeah.
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then I will tap Consecrated Sphinx and not Sphinx, the Alchemist. Untap him and tap him again.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll draw.
I will draw.
Yeah,
Also.
I'll draw as well.
Alright, so I'll draw 14 more.
I like drawing cards. This is nice.
Makes a change for me.
Okay, are you gaining
And
the
then-
life when you draw as well, dude?
I think I just gained 2 life in total for
Yeah.
the 2 activations. But everyone also gets to gain the life too, yes.
I think
And then
we're a little
everyone's
behind.
creature gets -6, -6.
Okay.
And there's
Um,
how many total triggers? How exactly does Meat Hook work? I always let.
So each creature gets -6, -6 to the end of turn. So whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. So you all lose 1 life.
And then
Only
my
one of your
commander.
creatures dead?
Yeah, I only am a commander out because Dalfort wiped.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
And
you just
then
lose 1 life.
and then I gain 1 life for each creature an opponent controlled died.
You got 3 from me.
Okay, so that's 6,
12 from me.
including the Pegasus.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 18. So 20 on to 44 is 64.
Chris, why, are you taking both Umbras off your commander? Can't you get away with only taking 1 off?
No, because they're -1, -1s, so my commander's going to die. Because it doesn't have any
Oh.
power or toughness.
Right. Well, rude. And by rude, I mean really good play.
I'm still happy with Rude.
Well, I'm still waiting for Krovax's win con because he's drawn a lot of cards and nothing's happened yet. So I'm scared of Krovax just winning out of nowhere. And then I go end of turn for the Monarch and draw a card. And then I have to discard down
Does
to
Krovax-
7.
Does Krovax trigger on you drawing a card or not now?
Not now.
is it?
No.
1,
Yeah, the Sphinx is not in place, so.
1, 2.
Am I right to untap whilst you're doing that, key?
Yep.
Untap, draw.
1, 2, 3. Hang on, no, don't put that drawback actually, because you're about to mill.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
That's cool.
How many cards do we mill?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Sorry, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, off the discard. Yeah.
Is it double the discard, is it?
Yeah, it's double, so I'm discarding 3 cards.
Oh,
So that's
So 6.
it's double because I've got a copy of it, so it's 12.
Oh, okay. 12 cards? Okay.
Oh, okay, right.
Oh, it's doubled and then...
12.
How's it doubled then doubled? Oh, so it's 2 cards for each one and then doubled. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you. So
2
12.
cards for each one, and I've got 2, so it's 4 cards for 1 discard.
Okay, so 12 total, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then yeah, that is my turnover.
Okay, just checking my graveyard for a second.
So how many creatures are on the board? None.
0, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, that might have to happen. Okay, untapped, draw. I will play a Plains.
Oh, technically everyone takes another life because my crab died as well.
Okay. Do that.
Not that it's important at this over 40 life situation we have right now for a 50-minute commander game. Like,
Yeah, but I think it's one of the most interesting ones that we've played.
6, 7, 8. 8 is not good enough. Because I'm just going to draw my deck if I do that.
Oh, excuse me.
I think. Okay, so for 5, I will play my commander out. And then look at the top 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wow, how often do you whiff on the commander trigger, Tom? Because there it is on camera. Jeez. Right. And for 3, I will play a Shield of the Oversoul, and I will get a soldier. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap. And I will draw.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. In fact, I'll be discarding 2 cards as well. Uh,
10 cards in hand. Okay. I will tap this for a white, this for a green, this for a red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 others. Zacama enters the battlefield.
Oh, that's spicy.
Might
sounds
die
yeah.
too. If he wants to. Okay.
And
when-
that
spicy.
that untaps your lands, does it not?
Yep. When it enters the battlefield, if I cast it, untap all lands you control.
Very nice.
Yeah, I thought so. Especially as Kieran cleared the board for me.
Oh, and you get your scry trigger.
Yes. Thank you very much. That's quite nice. Okay, I'll put that back on the top. Quite like that one. Right. So, which enchantments of Kieran's are causing the most pain?
About 4 of them. Court of Cunning is going to be 20 cards.
If I live for form engine it.
Yeah, and if he stays as Monarch. So if he's got no creatures... Oh, you haven't got... Can you give Zacama haste? I can't remember what Zacama's abilities are now.
3, 4, 6, 7. He has Vigilance, Reach, and Trample.
Oh, okay.
So, unfortunately...
No haste.
No haste.
No haste.
Yeah.
I haven't got a Rhythm of the Wild, and I should have one of them in here.
Yeah.
Right, that definitely needs to be an upgrade that I need to sort out.
Court
so,
of Cunning's an issue, and Lithorm Engine's an issue, and so the other things when he's discarding is an issue.
right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So,
So technically, I can only do 2 of them. I can do 2 artifacts, stroke enchantments. So is that what I need to be targeting, Kovacs?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
So,
Well, you can blow up if you're blowing up enchantments or artifacts. I think that the Lithiform engine on his board is the biggest priority.
yeah.
That
And
is
then-
my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, cool. Are you in agreement, Chris?
I think it's neck and neck between Lithiform Engine and the Cunning, because the Cunning is going to do 10 regardless. Well, Lithiform is
Yeah.
powerful card, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
But I think
averse to taking that out.
I'm going to target the Lithiform engine and the Cunning. Then, and
Cool.
she'll tap a green and 2, and green and 2, leaving myself those 2 lands open. With that, I will move to my end step, where I will counted down, then didn't register what it counted. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to get rid of 3, don't I? Okay. Right. I'm going to get rid of dual shots because it only does 1 damage to 2 creatures. Growth of the Mighty because it's a mana dork, and Slash of Talons, which does 2 damage to a target attacking or blocking creature. That leaves me with 7 cards and passing the turn.
Alright, well, I shall untap, upkeep, draw. I would like to start by playing an island as my land for turn. Tapping a plains for a... Oh, I just had it here a second ago. A Soul Ring. Better late than never, Mr. Soul Ring. I'll also like to pay 0 for a Spellbook, so I don't have to discard this pile of cards. And then I like to pay 1, 2, 3, and a 1, and play Jace, Wielder of Mysteries.
Wait, is that the one?
Is that the win card?
Yeah, if I would draw a card, while my library has no cards in it, I win the game instead. +1, target player puts top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard and draws a card. And I think I'm going to uptick him. I'm going to target myself and put the top 2 cards of my library into the graveyard.
Have you got many cards left, Corvax?
I have
No, I think
3
he's
cards
won.
left, but then I will draw 2 cards from the Ageless Insight, making the draw 1 into a draw 2.
Okay.
And then I like to pay 1 blue mana and cycle a
Yeah.
Lonely
GG.
Sidebar and draw 2 cards.
Nice.
And that will trigger his alt win.
Good game.
Well done, mate. Well, we're going to get milled out one way or another.
No, when I was building this deck and I saw the interaction between Consecrated Sphinx and Teferi's Ageless Insight, I was like, you know what? That's crazy enough to work. And it did.
Mm.
That was good.
So how much did Kieran's deck help you then?
The milling kind of hurt. It did hit a couple of my combo pieces, like
Okay.
Penman's Aura. I milled over a bunch of my board wipes. But
Right.
like Doubling Cube, Penman's Aura, a bunch of my infinite mana stuff, and infinite untapped stuff got milled over. So yeah, that part certainly hurt. But I was really fortunate to have drawn Jace and not milled him.
That's annoying. I know I should have saved the counter.
I'm quite happy. I managed to get a 9 mana commander onto the table just before it ended,
Yeah.
and left myself 2 mana up to give it hexproof in case it got targeted. So
Well, I was afraid that you're going to blow up my Teferi's Ageless Insight because it was the extra card draw. I really needed that to make sure I could power through and
get
finish
that
off my
turn.
library manually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I quite like the commander being group huggy on top of everything. Just
Yeah.
You know, he's 2 mana and he's tap. Each player draws a card, and the key for breaking a card like this is you have to break parity. And so Teferi's Ageless Insight, Smothering Tithe, anything that can make him where you get to benefit from it more than your opponents is how you make this guy work.
yeah. So Ristic Study as well, then maybe or not.
Oh yeah, I have Ristic Study in the deck too.
Yeah.
And that's really, if you're giving such an abundance of resources to your opponents, that gives them more things to do, and so you have more opportunities to draw more cards.
Cool.
Right, so if you made it to the end of the video, and if you're still in chat from the beginning of our stream, you'll have witnessed Kovacs's turn 1 combo win. Now, I'll just want to let everybody know that we'd set that up ahead of stream, just to show what it would be like if Kovacs had the hands of all hands.
Yeah, that requires the perfect opening hand, and everyone kind of in the group here, we kind of played along and pranked you guys a little bit, the chat and the viewers at home, with a turn 1 win.
Yes.
So,
But it's always good to see these things, isn't it? To know that they exist and
And see how they actually play through, because one of the big mistakes that people, if you're going to run the World Warrior combo, is that you need an extra creature in the graveyard or in someone's graveyard, or
Right.
otherwise World Warrior will just go infinite and the game will draw.
Oh, a question from that. The
Yes.
wording on it says, the wording on one of the cards says buried. Is buried not exiled?
no, buried is sacrifice.
Right, cool. Because it's an old wording, isn't it?
Yeah.
Buried is old wording. So
Well, buried means it's destroyed but cannot be regenerated.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
very technical. Yeah.
So if you happen to use that on an effect that can regenerate, the regeneration cannot save it.
Cool. Yeah, I love these things because they open up different scenarios where I can ask real questions. Because I'm not the best player in the world, but I'm not scared to say I don't quite understand that. Can you explain it to me?
Yeah.
And obviously, that's good for other people that are watching and are equally baffled by what's going on. So
Cool. So if you made it to this far to the video, if you click over here, you can go and watch our entire playlist of Commander games, and go give them a watch and a like.